Come on. The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and/or future. Good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 14th day of August, 2024, and we go back to Kansas City for this big one between the Twins and the Royals. A couple of streams ago, we did the Twins and the Royals, the first of their 7 meetings that they'll have over the next couple game weeks. And the Twins pounded them, absolutely pounded them. Today, it looks like the Royals have the advantage as they will go with Mark Gubicza and the Minnesota Twins will go with Bert Blyleven. And it's close to 6 ERA. Blyleven was the weak link in the Twins pitching rotation. The Royals, between Gubicza and Charlie Leibrandt and Brett Saberhagen, there's some pretty good pitchers in that trio. So the Twins now have a 2-game lead. They still have the best record in all of baseball. Whether or not a factor, a drop-dead gorgeous day in Kansas City. So let's get right to it. It's the Twins and the Royals next. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1988. Today from Independence, Missouri, Royal Stadium. It is the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. And today's broadcast is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so it'll be Mark Gubicza looking for his 18th win of the year. And his 2.31 ERA going. He's making start 28. He has 7 left after this. He's 26 years old. Fastball pitcher at 89 and a ground ball plus pitcher. And as we said, 17-6, an earned run average of 231. He is second in the American League in wins. He is fourth in the American League in ERA, and his 148 Ks are ninth in the American League in strikeouts. His last start came 5 days ago against the Indians, a 3-0 shutout where he went all the way 9 innings, 133 pitches, 5 hits, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. That's his 4th shutout of the year, by the way. He has already thrown 226 1/3 innings, 195 hits, 68 runs, 58 earned, 6 homers. He's walked 67 and struck out 148. And in fact, his ERA has been under 3 since shutting out the Yankees on May 5th. It dropped to 270, and it's pretty much where it keeps going the right direction if you're a Royals fan. And Mark, who is currently the color announcer for the California Angels, or the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and Orange County, lists I.D. Chester as his favorite streamer. It's true. Can't make that stuff up. Here's a lineup he'll face today. John Moses gets the call in left. No Dan Gladden. Moses leads off. Tommy Herr will bat second and play second. Kirby Puckett is in center field. He'll go third. Kent Herbeck, the DH, cleans up. Gene Larkin at first will bat fifth. Randy Bush in right will go sixth. He had the big home run yesterday. Tim Loudner behind the plate will bat seventh. Greg Gagne at short will go eighth. And Steve Lombardozzi at third will bat ninth. They have lost Gary Gaetti for the year as a starter. Computer could pinch hit as you hear them mow behind me. Great fun. And Gubicza can throw 135 pitches. He can go as long as Kansas City needs him to go. Defensively for the Royals, it's Bo Jackson in left. He's a 5 and an 8. Willie Wilson is a 7 and a 6 in center. Danny Tartable a 3 and an 8 in right. Kevin Seitzer and his orchestra a 6 at third. Kurt Stillwell a 4 at short. Frank White a 7 at second. George Brett a 5 at first. Jamie Quirk gets the call behind the plate. He's a 7 and 5. And Gubiza a 7 on the mound with a 986 fielding percentage. John Moses steps in at 306, a home run and 12 RBI. There is no wind here today. The waterfall's just sparkling in the sunshine. 83 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. It is a Chamber of Commerce day here just outside of Kansas City, Missouri. Gubiza starts the ball game. Moses into center field, and that's a base hit. So that's how this one will start. Brings up Tommy Herr hitting .318, 2 homers, and 20 RBI. This is it from the live stuff for the week. We got a meeting tomorrow and building construction on Friday. Isn't that fun? Throw to first, and Moses is back. Herr not a threat to hit or run. Gubiza goes. There goes Moses. Quirk throws down to Stillwell, and John is out stealing. They threw him out. So Jamie Quirk does his job, and a 1-ball count now to Tommy Herr. Nobody on. Gubiza deals. Herr grounds this one third base side, foul, and the count now goes to a ball and a strike. So this is game 128 for the Twins. And let's see if I can do some math. And game 128 for the Royals. The 1-1 to Herr. Line back up the box, and Gubiza has it 2 out. That's pretty easy. Gubiza doesn't even need to ask for a new baseball with that. Here's Kirby Puckett. Kirby at .363. 20 homers and 99 RBI. And that's laced into left for a right at Bo. And Bo's going to do the right thing and just let it drop. Don't give Kirby that extra base. So Gubiza has now allowed 2 hits here in the top of the first, but only 1 runner on for Kent Hrbek, hitting .319, 23 homers, and 92 RBI. Mark delivers. And there's a ground ball to Seitzer. He goes to White for the easy out there. And the Twins will get nothing out of it. They get 2 hits. They leave a runner on. And after half an inning here at Royal Stadium, Minnesota nothing. Here comes Kansas City. So here is Bert Blyleven, who apparently would walk around the clubhouse wearing T-shirts that said, "I love to fart." Bert's just one of us. He's 37 years old, fastball at 85. He's 9 and 10 with a 5.19 ERA, which is actually better than what it was in real life. He's making his 27th of 33 starts. His last start was a 10 strikeout performance against the Rangers 6 days ago on the 21st. In a 2-1 win, he went 7 innings. 115 pitches, 3 hits, a solo home run was the lone run. He walked 3 and struck out 10, which I believe ties him for his season high. In 183 2/3, he's allowed 212 hits, 112 runs, 106 of those are earned, 20 homers, 53 walks, and 142 strikeouts. And just in case you're wondering where a 5.19 ERA ranks, well, Casey Kasem says it's 45th. It's not on American Top 40 anymore. Here's how the Royals will line up. Willie Wilson in center will lead off. Kurt Stillwell at short will bat second. Kevin Seitzer at third will bat third. George Brett cleans up at first. Pat Tabler, the DH, will bat fifth. Danny Tartable and Wright will go sixth. How you doing, JT Dutch? Frank White at second will bat seventh. Bo Jackson in left will go eighth. And Jamie Quirk behind the plate ninth. Blyleven can give you 110 pitches. 6 probably, 7 maybe. 8 on a good day. Yeah, we had a great time on the anniversary for sure. John Moses, by the way, is a 6 and a 3 in left. Kirby Puckett a 10 and an 8 in center. Randy Bush a 4 and a 5 at right. Lombardozzi is a 3 at third. Gagne a 5 at short. Tommy Herr a 5 at second. Larkin a 3 at first. Loudner a 7 and a 4 behind the plate. And Blyleven a 4 on the mound with a .971 fielding percentage. And say hello to the birthday boy. Tribe fan, how are you? It is actually his birthday today. Mark Gubas' birthday. He turned 62 years old. How about that? So he was just a wee lad at 26. Pretty good, Jamie. How are you? When this game was being played 36 years ago. Let's not spill the drink, Ron. So Wilson at 257, 6 triples and 28 RBI. And we talked about earlier before you got here that Gubas is on record of saying that his favorite YouTuber is indeed ID Jester. Pitch to Wilson to start the ball game, struck him out. Blyleven got him on a 1-2 curve, outside, 1 out. Jamie, what season did you pick up to play, or what are you playing as you learn about baseball? Here's Kurt Stillwell hitting .237, 8 triples, 4 homers, and 42 RBI. Blyleven winds and deals. And that's a good afternoon. We got a good morning and a good afternoon, and 0-2 curveball in there for strike 3. So Blyleven is 1 away from hitting his real-life number of Ks. He should do that in this one. He struck out a gross 144. On the replay, Kevin Seitzer at .324, 5 homers and 52 RBI. Seitzer draws the walk, and the other fielders haven't had anything to do yet. A full 3-0 curve missed upstairs by Loudner, who had to reach. So here's George Brett. George at .328, 19 homers, and 100 RBI. So here's a confrontation that could have easily has happened in 1970. Well, maybe not in the All-Star game, because Blyleven was in Pittsburgh in 1978. Pitch to Brett. George swings. That's into right. Bush over in the corner by the seats makes the catch, and that'll do. So the Royals will strand 1. No runs, no hits, no errors. And after 1, it's Minnesota nothing, Kansas City nothing. So Larkin, Bush, and Loudner face Gubas here in the second. Gene at .269, 8 homers, and 56 RBI. And Larkin punches this to left. Back goes Bo, and Bo will track it down, 1 out. For Randy Bush hitting .288, it was his home run in the 7th that broke things open when these two teams played Friday night. His 12th of the year, and he's down driven in 59. Pitch to Randy. Struck him out. First for Gubas. He chased a 1-2 fastball, 2 out. For Loudner, hitting .263, 9 homers, and 48 RBI. The birthday boy winds and deals, and Loudner grounds this one to Seitzer, who throws over to Brett, and it's a pretty easy inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Twinkies, and after an inning and a half, no score. So Tabler, Tartable, and White to face Blyleven here in the second. Gubas has thrown 25 pitches through 2. Tabler hitting .332, 3 homers, and 35 RBI. Blyleven delivers, and that's into left center. That's going to be extra bases. Kirby corralled it, threw it to second, but not in time. And Tabler, since coming over from Cleveland, has his 15th double of the year. So here's Danny Tartable. Tartable at .262, 22 homers, and 83 RBI. Spare a thought from my good friend and partner Dave Gardner. his poor dog CJ has been diagnosed with lymphoma, and having an elderly animal with cancer is just no fun in any way, shape, or form. I lost a cat to cancer 13 years ago, and it's not something that you necessarily think about, your poor pet having that happen to them, but probably pretty common. Pitch to Tarnable. Struck him out, so Blyleven's on a roll. That's 3. A 1-2 curve, swung on and missed. Here's Frank White, hitting .281, 8 homers, and 76 RBI. Gets away from Loudner, and Tabler will move up 90. Yeah, it is incredibly sad. You don't realize it. So we'll go pitch by pitch, the 1-2 count. They obviously can't tell. They can kind of give you an idea that something's wrong, but yeah, you just don't think about it. The 1-2 to White. Popped up. Loudner to the screen, and I don't think anyone's going to get there. And that's out of play, and we remain the ball and 2 strikes. So Blyleven, beautiful weather, 82 degrees here. It's technically a night game. We don't normally do Saturday night games, but this one was so important, NBC moved it to the afternoon. The 1-2. Struck him out. That's 4. So a fastball right over Broadway, and I'm not sure what White was looking for, but Blyleven got him. So that's 4 for Bert. Here's Bo. 261, 20 homers, and 52 RBI. Afternoon Hump Day Baseball. How you doing, John? Pitch to Bo, runner on third. Struck him out. And Blyleven has fanned 5 through 2. So much for the Royals having a big advantage. A 1-2 fastball inside, and that did it. So after 2, no runs, a hit, and no errors. The Royals have left on 2. And after 2, no score. So Gagne, Lombardozzi, and Moses to face Gubicza here in the 3rd. Greg at 241, 15 homers, and 54 RBI. Gagne, ground ball to Brett. George takes it to the bag himself for the out. 108. Looking very, man. See, glasses. Looking like a pitcher's duel. Yep. And the early going. You'd expect it from Gubicza. Again, a 20-game winner in real life. And he has just excelled in this replay. 17-6 with an earned run average now under 230. Lombardozzi at 199, 2 homers and 20 RBI. Pitch to Steve. Struck him out. That's 2 for Mart. A 1-2 Gerv got him looking. So the opening 9 for Gubicza. 36 pitches, 2 2/3. 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. Moses singled his first time up. That's another ground ball, this time to the right side for a base hit. And so that's the 3rd hit for the Twins. Now bring up Tommy Herr, who's 0 for 1. Moses was thrown out trying to steal in the 1st. Gubicza's pitch, there goes Moses. Quirk throws down to Stillwell, and that goes into center field. Moses takes 3rd on the air. So a good throw from Quirk would have had him, but that wasn't a good throw. And so Moses has his 9th steal of the year and a 1-strike count to Herr, and is 90 feet away. Gubicza tries to regroup. The 0-1. Chopper to first base side of the rubber. Gubicza throws to Brett, and nothing harmed there. The error does not hurt. No runs. A hit for the Twins in the error. After 2.5, Minnesota nothing, Kansas City nothing. So Quirk, Wilson, and Stillwell here in the 3rd. Jamie at 252. 3 homers, 11 RBI. Base hit left field. Moses picks it up off the turf. Quirk will hold with a single. Moses should have had it. Not the world's best defender, but a good utility player nonetheless. So opening 9 for Blyleven, 36 pitches, 2+ innings, 2 hits, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. Willie Wilson was one of those 5 he struck out to start the ballgame. From the stretch goes Blyleven. Got him! Number 6 for Bert. A 1-2 fastball got him looking. So here's Kurt Stillwell. He struck out his first time up. Jamie says playing the 1998 season, long gone summer. 30 for 30 Doc was your first exposure to baseball, working to eventually do a replay of that season. Nice. That's the year I got married. Mark McGuire homered on my wedding day. Pitch to Stillwell. Fly ball, right field. Bush can't get it. The tarp got in the way, and somebody from Gladstone made that catch, and it's 0-2. So Blyleven on a roll right now. 0-2 count, 1 out. He has fanned 6. The 0-2 to Stillwell. Make it 7. He got him to chase. The old man is cruising right now. My goodness, that's 7 of 8 outs have come via the K. Here's Seitzer. He walked his first time up. Blyleven with a glint in his eye. That's a base hit into right center field. Bush will cut it off. Quirk should go to third. Tommy Herr had a late leap. And so it's runners on the corners, 2 out for Herr. And here comes George Brett, who's 0 for 1. So runners on the corners. Scoreless game. Blyleven looking tall in the saddle right now with 7 strikeouts. Pitch to Brett. Make it 8! He struck out 8 of the first 9 outs recorded. Brett chased an 85-mile-an-hour fastball, and the Royals leave on 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. My goodness, after 3. Twins nothing, Royals nothing. So Puckett, Herbeck, and Larkin. Yeah, Bert beating the odds for this one for sure. He has pulled this one out of the early 70s. Now the Twins got to get him a run. Pitch to Puckett, who singled his first time up. Slow ground ball, diving stop by White over to Brett for the out. So 1 away, and for White, his 24th great play of the year. Apparently, Mr. Blyleven had a big old bowl of Wheaties this morning for breakfast. Here's Herbeck. Kent is 0 for 1. Again to White, over to first, 2 out. So Gubas is pitching well, too. Here's Larkin. Gene is 0 for 1. Grounds this one foul, first base side. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Gubasa has fanned 2 on his own. The 1-2. Make it 3. As Larkin chased a fastball. 3.5 in the books. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Twins and Royals scoreless in Kansas City. And so here are the standings. The Red Sox lead the Tigers by 1. The Blue Jays by 3.5. And that's pretty much the race at this point. The Twins, with their win on Friday night, have a 2-game lead on Kansas City and a 7-game bulge on Oakland. And that's pretty much the ball game in the West. In the National League East, the Mets by 11 over the Phillies. And the Reds have a 4-game lead on the Dodgers. On this day in 2003, Travis Hafner of the Indians hits for the cycle against the Twins in Minnesota. It would be the first cycle of any Indian since Andre Thornton. Wow. Yeah, the Dodgers don't seem to have it, JT. Scotty's been hiding, too. The Reds are good. You know, the other day, after the White Sox broke their 21-game losing streak and they fired their manager because, stuff, and I went and said, they're going to bring in some no-name just to get him some experience and then let him go. Little did I know that that's exactly what they did. They got Grady Sizemore. I wonder how that's going to go. He's in a situation, Tabler, by the way, doubled his first time up, where he really can't lose unless there are stories after the season's over that he was terrible. But Sizemore, who had a very promising career in Cleveland, I mean, that's exactly what you should be doing. I'm not sure he'd want that job permanently. You just never know. Tabler, fly ball to right field. Bush over in the corner will make the catch for the out. But, yeah, I did not realize that Grady was on the coaching staff there. And I would say congratulations. That'll open up some doors for him. But that's exactly what the White Sox did. Danny Tartabull struck out his first time up. Blyleven's pitch, that is into left center for a base hit. Moses will part the seas and come up with it. And Tartabull will hold with a single. Moses, again, not covering himself in clover out there. It's a second poor play and left. Don't invest in those Donruss cards of John Moses. Here's Frank White. He struck out his first time up. As long as he's better than Grady Little. That's right, JT. We suffered on both coasts for Grady Little. Pitch to White, and that's a balk. Blyleven not very happy, and Tartabull goes into second. So 1 ball, 1 strike count, and a scoreless game. White draws the walk. So the FBO walk first and second, 1 out. Loudner says, just put something on the ground. See if Bo can hit into a double play. Bo struck out his first time up. Fly ball, left field. Moses, you better make this catch. He does. For the second out, Tartabull will hold at second. So 2 out for Jamie Quirk, who singled his first time up. Pitch from Blyleven. That's a ground ball to Larkin. Gene will take it to the bag himself, and that'll take care of business. Royals threaten but do not score. No runs, a hit. They've left on 6. Pick us some sticks, Al Red Sox fan. Twins nothing, Royals nothing. So Bush, Loudner, and Gagne. So Wonder Tribe fan, who's chowing on some birthday cake himself, what did you think when you heard that Sizemore was the guy there? The scary thing for me is, as a person getting older, is to see people like Rocco Baldelli become managers and all that. Just kind of goes to show everything's cyclical. Bush struck out his first time up. Randy grounds this one to third. Seitzer has it. Long throw to Brett for the out. 1 away for Loudner, who's 0 for 1. Tim swings a ground ball to third. Seitzer with a web jam. That hit the bag. Found his glove. A hard throw to Brett, and there's 2 out. And so Seitzer with a wry smile on his face as he goes back to his position. Holy Mike Schmidt brings up Gagne, who's 0 for 1. Tim says he thinks Grady may have been part of the White Sox AAA system. He actually was hired as a coach to start the year. I think his wife, I think it's who we can get in a quick and easy and can relate to young players. I had read, and I don't remember where this was, it might have been with the White Sox, that he essentially, because I read Ken Rosenthal's article in The Athletic, essentially took a $15 an hour intern position to prepare for being a coach. He was like an assistant batting instructor. JT says, I realized I was becoming my dad when I would look at the coaches and managers and reflectively say out loud, I remember when he played. Yeah, JT, that's quite the trip. You aren't the only one there. Gagne, 0 for 1, popped it up right side. Brett goes out. Tartable comes in. George has it, and that'll take care of business. Halfway home on a gorgeous day in Burlington. It's the Twins and Royals scoreless. Or Tim says, I remember when his dad played. I'm getting to the point where I remember when grandparents played. Minnesota, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Kansas City, no runs, 4 hits, an error. There's nothing to recap. You haven't missed much. Bert Blyleven has turned back the clock. 4 innings of shutout baseball. He has walked 2 and struck out 8. Mark Gubiza, did we mention he was his favorite streamer is ID Jester? 5 innings, 3 hits, and 3 strikeouts. It's been a duel. Yep, JT Dutch says, I remember the first time Cam Pedrosian warm up. I was like, hey, Bedrock's kid. Oh, absolutely. Here's Willie Wilson. He's 0 for 2. So Blyleven, 66 pitches, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Billy Wagner's son got called up for the Blue Jays, and in one game got more hits than his dad did. I saw that. They put the balls in acrylic or whatever, and that's cool. Pitch to Wilson is in the right center for a base hit. So Willie has a single. When Bo Bichette came up with, I think, Toronto a couple years ago, they're at Fenway one night. Willie's not a threat to steal. Kurt Stillwell has struck out twice. And so he hit one that left Fenway. It landed on Lansdowne Street. And Joe Castiglione, the Hall of Famer, saw where it landed, and it was near an old gym. Not sure if the gym is still there, but it's an old gym, and it turns out that partial season that Dante Bichette played in Boston, that's where he worked out, and the person that worked at the gym that helped him became Dante's wife or Bo's mom. That is such a great story. So, yeah, talk about you can go home again. Blyleven's pitch, throws to first. Wilson is back. We're still not going to steal. And there's a pitch out. Now, there you go. You might do it now. We're going to steal him. There goes Willie. The throw down to Gagne. And Wilson is out. They threw him out. So Loudner and Quirk have thrown out runners. And there's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Stillwell with 1 out. And Blyleven is thinking to himself as he gets adjusted on the mound, sucker! The 1-1. Base hit right field. Well, that'll sting for Kansas City. That's their 6th hit. Scoreless ballgame. Runner on first for Seitzer, who has walked and singled. He's 1 for 1. JT Dutch hates the Giants, of course. But I want Mike Yastrzemski to do well for obvious reasons. Oh, yeah. Me too. Pitch to Seitzer. Struck him out. That's 9 for Blyleven. An 0-2 fastball in at the knees, 2 out. So here's Brett. He's 0 for 2. With a strikeout. You look at hockey coaches if you follow hockey and you go, this person, so-and-so was an absolute menace on the ice, and then they become the coach. Lindy Ruff, Ted Nolan, you know. Here's the pitch to Brett. There's a liner in the right center. Bush will cut it off. Stillwell, is he going to try for third? He will. Randy will throw. I'm just in the middle of the infield, and the Royals have runners on the corners and 2 out for Tabler, who was 1 for 2 with the double. So 7th hit for Kansas City. Tony Granado. Yep, that's another good example. How you doing, Patrick? Although Tony's probably better known for his daughter. So 1 runners on first and third, 2 out, and a scoreless game here in the 5th. Pitch to Tabler. Ground ball to Larkin. Gene takes it to the bag, and again, the Royals can't do anything with it. They get 3 hits, and they cannot score. They have left on 8, and after 5, it's Minnesota nothing, Kansas City nothing. So Lombardozzi, Moses, and Herr to face Gubiza here in the 6th. Oh, Cammie's his sister? That's what I was going for. That's Ray Ferraro's wife. Huh. Yeah, Cammie was who I was thinking there, and I thought that was the daughter. Never mind. Never mind. Lombardozzi struck out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Gubiza starts the 6th. Base hit left field. Bo will pick it up, and Lombardozzi has himself a single. Stillwell should have had that. Just the 4th hit for the Twins on the afternoon. So 18 batters deep for Mark, 73 pitches, 5+ innings, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts. For Moses, he's had himself a day. He has singled twice, did steal a base, and was thrown out trying to steal. There's a chopper to Gubiza. He doesn't go for Lombardozzi. He throws to first to retire Moses, and Lombardozzi gets second on the fielder's choice. So 1 out for Tommy Herr, who is 0 for 2. Yep, the outcome boxes for Blyleven. I mean, his ERA is over 5. If you would have looked at the matchup going, okay, we'll do this because this is such an important ball game, but you figured that the Royals would have made some hay. And you know what? That's why they play the game. Pitch to Herr. Tommy swings. That's a base hit into center field. Wilson will pick it up. Lombardozzi will score. And it's the Twins who score first here in the top of the 6th. So here's Kirby Puckett. Kirby 1 for 2. He is singled. They must have done the old-timers game here before this one, because Blyleven, who was a shell of himself in '88, has really turned back the clock here in this one. Pitch to Kirby. Puckett, slow ground ball to Seitzer. They'll go just for the 1 at first, and Kirby's chugging along and beat it out. They didn't get anybody. Oh, my. So Herr goes to second, and Kirby's on with the infield hit. And here's Kent Herbeck, who is 0 for 2. That outcome box tells a lot, and I do use it. When I see the pitch count creeping up there, I'm not too worried about the run percentage, but I'll look at the average and the on-base percentage. It's usually a pretty good indication, Jamie, if you're still watching, of when you need to change the pitcher. Pitch to Herbeck. Runners on first and second. Right back up the box, and Gubiza makes the play. So 2 out for Gene Larkin, who's 0 for 2 with a K. Mean Gene, the hit machine. So 1-0 Twins here, top of the 6th. And Larkin, a slow ground ball to Brett. Gubiza sprints towards the mound. He'll take the toss, and that will retire the side. It'll be a run for the Twins on 3 hits and no errors. And we go to the bottom of the 6th here in Kansas City. Minnesota 1, Kansas City nothing. So Tartable, White, and Jackson to face Blyleven here in the 6th. And Burt, whose first name, by the way, is really Rick, R-I-K, takes the mound with a lead. Struck him out. That's 10 for Blyleven. A 2-2 curve that Tartable chased. So 1 out for Frank White, who has walked and struck out. Speaking of Ray Ferraro, he played in the 1976 Little League World Series, one of the many former NHLers to play in the Little League World Series. Wasn't Veritek the first to win the Little League World Series and then a College World Series and then the World Series? It hadn't been done very often. How you doing, Steve Tate? Yep, just like Nolan Ryan. His given name was Lynn. Or is Lynn. And remember, John Wayne's real first name is Marion. Pitch to White. Frank, base hit right side. Bushel cut it off in the alley. And White goes back with a single. 8th hit for the Royals. Here's Bo, whose real first name is Vincent. Bo is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Bo's middle name is Edward. So was Vin Scully's. Throw to first. White is back. And we'll be singing the name game during the 7th inning stretch. Now he works on Bo. Base hit left side. Moses will pick it up. White with good speed will hold at second. So first and second, 1 out here. 9 hits for the Royals. Here's Quirk. Jamie 1 for 2. Big Dave, how are you? So first and second, 1 out. And Blyleven really has kind of gone around a minefield here to keep the Royals off the board. Loudner remembers, just keep cruising there, big boy. Blyleven deals. Slow chopper to Larkin. They might get, nope, they're going to give Bo second. Gene goes to the bag, and that's an out. Now the throw to Gagne. Did they get Bo? They got him! How about that? So Larkin went to the bag, stepped on it for the force, and saw that Bo wasn't quite down there. He tosses it down to Gagne, and they turned a 3-3-6 double play. Oh my goodness, you're living the life of Riley out there. Bert, for all you do, this Bud's for you. After 6, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. The Royals have left on 9. He must have fell down, JT. Twins 1, Kansas City nothing. My goodness gracious. So here's Randy Bush, who's 0 for 2 with a K. Twins, remember, were swept at home by the Tigers and have decided that the Royals are going to get it taken out on them. Pitch to Randy. Ball 4. So the Twins start the inning with a walk. Here's Loudner, who's 0 for 2. Gubiza can go a bit longer. Wow, I thought he gave up on the out. I thought if he was going to go for the double play, it'd have gone immediately to second to try the 3-6-3. You don't see a 3-3-6 very often. Pitch to Loudner, and that's a walk. So 2 walks from Gubiza, his first 2 of the ball game. And now bring up Gagne, who is 0 for 2. I got to keep an eye on things here. So Gubiza, it's those little things. We saw it the other day on a good defensive play by Kirby Puckett that just give teams those 1 or 2 extra wins a year, and this might be the year where 1 or 2 is all the difference in the world. Pitch to Gagne from Gubiza. Base hit left center. That's going to go all the way in the alley. Bo made a bad play. Bush will score. Loudner will hold at third. And the Twins are up 2-0 on Gagne's 19th double. So now you got Lombardozzi, who is 1 for 2. He has singled, struck out, and scored. The outcome box heavily favors Gubiza. Runners on second and third, and he struck out. A 1-2 fastball got him looking. So 1 out. Twins have 1 across here in the 7th. Here's Moses, who is 2 for 3. He has singled twice and stolen a base. He was also thrown out trying to steal. Gubiza, 104 pitches, 6 in the third, 7 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Both the runs are earned. And now we'll keep an eye on Gubiza. Pitch to Moses. Ground ball to third. Seitzer looks Loudner back, throws to Brett for the out. That was a big play by Seitzer. So 2 out for Tommy Herr. Tommy can punch a hole into this one in a hurry. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. The Royals have 9 hits, but no runs. Gubiza with runners in scoring position deals. Slow ground ball to Stillwell. Over to Brett. Herr is a huffin' and a puffin' and is out. Stretch time, 2-0 Twins. So Bert Blyleven comes out for the 7th. 27 batters, 6 innings, 101 pitches, 9 hits, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts. The Twins, just to tidy up the inning, got a run on a hit and no errors. So 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Minnesota. And they have left on 6. The Royals, no runs, 9 hits, an error, and they have left on 9. Willie Wilson has struck out twice and is 1 for 3. He's got himself a single. Blyleven starts the 7th. There's a slow ground ball to Gagne in on the turf. Has to make a snap throw to Larkin, and Wilson's out. 1 away for Stillwell, who has struck out twice and singled. He's 1 for 3. These 2 teams will meet next weekend in Minneapolis. You will see quite a bit of that series. Just saying. Stillwell draws the walk. So Kirk goes down 4 out of the zone. 3rd walk for Burt. Here's Seitzer. Kevin 1 for 2. He has singled, walked, and scored. And Blyleven is running on fumes right now. But my goodness, what a performance. Can he hang on to it? Pitch to Seitzer. 11 strikeouts for Blyleven. That's a season high. And that'll do it. Juan Berenguer coming in. A 1-2 curve. Got him looking, and Blyleven is all smiles. 2 out in the 7th. A pitching change. This game coming to you from Royal Stadium in Independence, Missouri. Berenguer is 34. He's not a kid. Fastball at 95 and a fly ball pitcher, making his 41st appearance. He is 8-4 with a 3.21 ERA. Against the Royals, his 3rd appearance. The Royals have gotten to him. 2 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. He last pitched against the Tigers in Minnesota in a 2-1 loss. He went 3 1/3. Something tells me I did that. 77 pitches. 1 hit. He walked 5 and struck out 3. So Berenguer, who is a literal Pac-Man here, 92 2/3 innings gobbled up. 65 hits. 36 runs, 33 earned. 3 home runs. He's walked 57 and struck out 85. George Brett is 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. Stillwell on first. Struck him out, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits. The Royals have left on 10. And after 7, it's Minnesota 2, Kansas City nothing. So Gubiza to face Puckett, Herbeck, and Larkin here in the 8th. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. You put up better numbers, and you don't get any support. Kirby, right center. Wilson, 1 out. For Kent Herbeck, 0 for 3. To third, Seitzer is there. Over to Brett, and that's 2. So 2 away for Gene Larkin. It was his double play in the 6th that stymied a rally for the Royals. Gene at the plate is 0 for 3 with a K. Lines this one to Seitzer for the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, and no errors. Gubiza making the bid for the complete game after 7.5. It's Minnesota 2, Kansas City nothing. So Tabler, Tartable, and White to face Berenguer in the 8th. Yeah, the Twins are living a charmed life. I knew they were a better team in 88. I'd forgotten that they were a better team in 88. This team is going to win 90 with ease. Do I dare send up Buckner to pinch hit? Well, let's see who we got. As a lefty, he's a 290 against a righty, 251. I probably would do Wellman first. But Tabler's got a hit on the day, so I would not send him, but he'd be my second choice. Tabler hits a ground ball to her over to Larkin for the out. Here's Tartable, 1 for 3. He has struck out twice. And so we'll pinch hit Brad Wellman as a pinch hitter, 135, a homer and 4 RBI, overall 253. Numbers aren't much better. 2 homers and 13 RBI. You'll have Eisenreich go in the field and for the top of the 9th. Berenguer's pitch struck him out. Yeah, that worked out real well. Full count fastball got him looking. So 2 out. Now you're not pinch hitting for Frank White. He is 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a strikeout. Maybe Kirk Quirk or Stillwell in the 9th, but White's got a hit. Left center, Kirby, and that's a side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 9th. It is Minnesota 2, Kansas City nothing. Wellman actually can play there. But we'll play Eisenreich, who's a 5 and a 3 out there. Bo can play some right, too. Randy Bush is 0 for 2. He's walked, struck out, and scored. We'll give Gubiza a base runner. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Twins, and they have left on 6. The Royals, no runs, 9 hits, an error, and they have left on 10. Pitch to Bush. Struck him out. That's 5 for Gubiza. A 2-2 fastball inside. Got him looking. Here's Loudner. Tim is 0 for 2 with a walk. Gubas, it just seems to be getting stronger as we go along. Ground ball to Brett. Takes it to the bag, 2 out. So here's Gagne. Greg is 1 for 3. He has doubled and driven in a run. Gubiza wipes the sweat, delivers a ground ball to Stillwell. Kurt, long throw to Brett. And believe it or not, Gubiza is on the wrong end of a 2-0 game. So here comes Jeff Reardon, and the Twins are 3 outs away from winning the series and having a winning record for 1988 clinched in August. Reardon has saved 24 of 28. He is 33 years old. His record is the same as it was in real life, 2-4, with a 4.02 ERA. Something must be going on. I can hear all sorts of sirens. Against the Royals, it's only his 3rd appearance. He's gone 1 inning, allowed a hit, a strikeout, and a save. He last pitched 5 days ago against the Tigers in a 9-7 loss. He didn't retire anybody. In fact, his ERA jumped from 2.68 to 4.02. 20 pitches, 5 hits, 6 runs, all earned, and a walk. That's a hairball, a Christmas tree, and a Hallmark movie, all into one. No, you always got to look for sure, JT, but he's better against the lefties than the righties. He's not going to get any help here. Reardon, after that hairball, 40 in the 3rd innings, 51 hits, 21 runs, 18 of them earned, 4 homers. He's walked 7 and struck out 31. So the Royals need 2 to tie and 3 to win. And it starts with Bo Jackson, who was 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout. Reardon starts the 9th, got him. And 0-2 fastball, got him swinging. So Quirk will hit. He's 1 for 3. The Twins winning when they need to. Pitch to Quirk. Struck him out. A good morning and a good afternoon, and here's Willie Wilson. And Willie's going to hit. Willie's 1 for 4. He is singled and struck out twice. Last chance saloon for the Royals. 9 hits and nothing to show for it. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to her. The Twins are going to go into Kansas City and win 2 straight. They have shut out the Royals 2-0 in 3 hours and 7 fake minutes. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. The Royals, no runs, 9 hits, and error. The Twins left on 6. The Royals left on 10. The Twins go to 81 and 47, while the Royals go to 78 and 50. And your digital dice MVP, how could it not be anybody but Bert Blyleven? 6 2/3. He allowed all 9 hits. He walked 3 and struck out 11. But there's bagels on the board. Mark Gubiza goes the distance on his birthday in real life. 9 innings, 7 hits, the 2 runs. Walking 2 and striking out 5. So the Twins go to 81 and 47. The rest of this Saturday in baseball goes like this. The Cubs beat the Braves 4-3 in Atlanta. Jeff Pico, we call that Pico up here, but it's Pico, 4-4. Tommy Glavine 6-13. Sean Dunston 2 for 4, hits a 7th, and as a triple. Yankees beat the Angels 12-7. Charlie Hudson 6-2. Clark 1-5. Don Mattingly hits his 13th, 2 for 3 and 2 RBI. The Orioles beat the A's. Okay, 4-2. Peraza 5-3. Todd Burns falls to 2-4. McGuire 2 for 3, hits his 29th in a double. The Cardinals beat the Reds in 10, 6-3. Worrell 4-8. Frank Williams 6-5. Vince Coleman hits his third of the year, 3 for 4 with a steal. Mets beat the Giants 6-2 as I swallow some dust. Ron Darling, something my wife calls me on occasion, goes to 11-7. Rick Russell falls to 8-13. Keith Hernandez 3 for 4. In 10, now I gotta sneeze. Goodness. San Diego beats Montreal 3-2. Mark Davis 6-5. Jeff Parrott falls to 3-4. Johnson 4 for 4. Dodgers beat the Phillies 3-1, so they'll gain a game on the Reds. Jay Howell 3-2. Bedrosian, we talked about him earlier, 4-6. Mike Sharpus excuse me, 1 for 1. Rangers lose to the Blue Jays 3-2. Jimmy Key 4-5. Charlie Huff 10-14. Fletcher 4 for 4 with the triple. Pittsburgh 7-5 over Houston. Bob Walk 9-12. Mike Scott 12-9. Barry Bonds 3 for 5, 2 RBI and a double. Kansas City, by the way, struck out 15 times. Detroit has won 13 straight. They beat Milwaukee 5-4. Jack Morris 13-12. Chuck Krim falls to 4-9. In 15 innings in front of wives and girlfriends, Cleveland beat Chicago 7-6. Gordon 3-1. Bobby Thigpen 4-7. Corey Snyder 5 for 6. His is 22nd and a double. And the Red Sox keep pace. They beat Seattle in 12, 8-5. Lee Smith goes to 9-6. Reed falls to 4-2. Boggs 3 for 5 with a double. So the Red Sox lead over Detroit is 1. Minnesota's lead over Kansas City is 3 and is 8 over Oakland. Real quick, we'll do the game for Sunday. Anderson and Aquino. And the Royals, Louis Aquino, pitches 8 innings of one-hit ball and beats the Twins 5-1. Anderson takes the loss. George Brett, an RBI double in the first. Willie Wilson, a fielder's choice in the second. Dan Gladden with an RBI double in the fifth to make it 2-1. But Danny Tartable and Bo Jackson, Tartable with a 2-run double, and Bo Jackson with a walk, gave them a 5-1 win. So Kansas City is now 2 back. The Twins took 2 out of 3 on the weekend series. Next week on this very channel, when we're with you on Monday, the Red Sox and the A's from Oakland. And then we got a special for you. Kansas City, Minnesota on September 1st. Got a doubleheader on a Friday. Bannister and Anderson on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I thought I had a doubleheader coming up. Yeah, you'll see a lot of that series. Let's throw in the Dodgers and the Mets to go in there as well. And it's never too early to think about Labor Day. And we have a doubleheader for you. The Mets Pirates and Toronto Detroit. Everything, of course, subject to change depending on how things play out. But for now, our next broadcast will be Monday. Come on, you can do it. Be Monday. It'll be the Red Sox and the A's from Oakland. And until then, I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you the next time.